Aha! Well, started preparing the ingredients, and the only one I haven't prepared is the anise. Now this one I'm going to add more than I did for the last recipe because I want to bring out the flavor. I've never worked with this vegetable. If any of you know how to actually work with this vegetable, drop me a comment and I'll be glad to actually do some research. But I'm planning on using this whole bulb minus this external part, which I'm going to throw out because it's slightly wilted. Now, unfortunately, one of the biggest issues when you don't know how to cook certain ingredients is waste of the actual item. Unfortunately, that tends to plague a lot of places, a lot of people, and unfortunately, everyone suffers from it. So, with that said, we're going to cut the carrot into small sizes. If you have to flip it over, flip it over. The reason why we're doing it for small sizes is because I want it to cook fast without having too much crunch. Just to have some crunch, not to be completely solid in the middle. And of course this isn't the proper way of doing it, but I don't care. Cooking is all in one's mind's eye. And besides, I'm going to put these carrots quickly in the microwave if I need to actually steam them a bit. As for my celery, because I'm doing a stir fry, I'm going to be cutting them. Try to cut them as equally as possible so they cook fast. But it's your meat that you'll have to worry about. And then as for the anise, since I don't know how to prepare this particular vegetable, I'm going to just do my best with what I have. So you can actually smell the licorice smell coming from this. For those of you that love licorice, this is the vegetable to have. For those of you that hate licorice, I'm sorry. Now, that's all going to be one, and I'm going to be preparing my meat on this cutting board right here. This beautiful piece of meat, or pieces of meat, there was 3, were prepared. They were taken out today, left out to thaw, and we're going to be slicing them individually. You'll want small cuts. And I do mean small. Something that will instant fry, because you'll want them to hit the pan and start cooking immediately. I'm going to be using a wok because I don't plan on spending eternity cooking. Everybody knows how disdainful it is to actually cook for hours. Because I'm hungry now, and I want to have something with bite to go along with my egg rolls that are on the table that I bought at a local shop here that has the best egg rolls in Moncton. I decided I'm just going to make this. And you'll want them thin. Not shaved, but near close. Don't worry about the fat. The fat, actually, you will leave it on the pieces of meat, and you'll throw anything that you have as fat into the pan. It'll add to the texture and the flavor. And don't forget that fat is flavor for cooking. By that said, don't go looking for lard. One down. I hope that you're having fun with your weather. From what I'm hearing over the news, all hell's breaking loose. Another tsunami affected some 300 people who are now dead. I can't remember which island or which range of islands. There's snow that's suddenly making its appearance earlier than what we've ever recorded in most places. Possibly not in the whole history of Canada or the world, but still nonetheless. And preferably, if you're buying any choice cuts of meat, if you have a butcher to actually help you do the cutting, even better. If you're purchasing it from a grocery store that already has them prepackaged, try to avoid those that are pre-seasoned, if at all possible. The reason why is the taste of the meat isn't the same, and you don't get to season it the way you want to have it seasoned. In fact, in some cases, some of the meat might not be salty, but near close. And for those that are on low sodium diets, it's a bane more than a blessing. Okay. So you continue cutting your meat as thin as possible. If one piece is bigger than the other, it's not the end of the world. But the thinner, the better. Because it hits the pan with oil, which we'll be using in a few moments. You'll add salt and pepper to it. If I had enough time, I would have marinated this into something such as I can't say it. Rice wine vinegar, or even dry sherry, just to give it a bit better taste to it. But since I don't, there we go. This is all sliced. Now, next bit is going to be the lemon, but we'll get to that later. For now, get yourselves your walkout, your oil, and the other ingredients that you want to add. I'm going to be adding a clove of garlic also, so prepare your garlic, and I'll see you in a few.